Assalamualaikum. Good day, everybody. Okay, welcome back to our tutorial class for Chapter 7, Bank Reconciliation Statement. So now we are going to try another exercise. Okay, this will be our second exercise. Okay, the exercise referring to is this question, Sugar Manis Enterprise. Okay, Sugar Manis Enterprise is a vendor food for dessert located in Johor Bahru, owned by Puan Medini. On 1st October 2021, the opening balance in the cash book bank column of the business was 23,000, credit side. Okay, please take note this important information. Opening balance of the cash book of Sugar Manis Enterprise was 23,000 and it is on the credit side. Next, the following transactions were extracted from the books of Sugar Manis Enterprise for the month of October 2021. Okay, this time around, we are given the transaction in the form of cash receipt journal and cash payment journal. So recall what we have learned in the books of prime entry. Cash receipt journal is to record the inflow of cash, while the cash payment journal is to record the outflow of cash. So if we convert it into the cash book, this inflow transaction is on the debit side of the cash book. It shows the inflow of money. Whereas the outflow section is recorded in the credit side of the cash book, which shows the outflow of money. Okay, so please take note. Okay, the information now being presented in different form. Okay, one is in the form of the cash receipt journal and another section is in the form of cash payment journal. Okay, next, Puan Medini received a bank statement for the month of October from AKB Bank and found that the balance of her cash book did not tally with the balance in the bank statement. She came to you and asked for help on this matter. So this is the bank statement from AKB Berhad. So we have, as usual, we have debit column. Debit column is to show the outflow of the cash, and we have credit column which show the inflow of the cash. And it says that the closing balance is not the same as recorded in the cash book. So first thing, we have to find out how much is the balance appeared in the cash book. Okay, because this time we are not having the cash book as usual, so we have to work out by ourselves to find out how much is the closing balance at the end of the month of October. So we may work out, okay, by bring out the opening balance. Okay, so the opening balance mentioned here is 23,000 on credit side. Therefore, okay, this is just a simple working. If we open the cash book, okay, the cash book, meaning that the balance brought down will appear on credit side, 23,000. Okay, so this is how we convert the information into cash book. Okay, on the debit side is show the inflow. So the inflow of cash is 4,490. Okay, so this is the total receipt. We call it total receipt. Okay, total receipt is 4,490. And we will record the total payment. Okay, while the total payment is 4,370. So now we can find the closing balance. Okay, we will balance off the account and we can find that the total will be 27,370. Okay, we have on credit side, the amount is bigger on the credit side. Therefore, the balance carried down will be, okay, the difference between this. So this is our balance carried down in the cash book, which is 22,880. So as you can see, the balance carried down in cash book is 22,880, while the closing balance in the bank statement is 21,685. So that's why it is said that it's found that the balance of her book did not tally with the balance in the bank statement. So this is how the working will be. Okay, so we have to do extra working here to find out whether it's true or not. The balance in the cash book is not tally with the bank statement. So it appeared, we have found that yes, the balance is not tally. So we are required to help Puan Madini, okay, to prepare the updated cash book and the bank reconciliation statement, but not to forget, okay, we have to incorporate this additional information while preparing the reconciliation. So first, let us prepare the updated cash book for the month of October 2021. So the first step, we have to match, okay, the entries in the cash book and also the entries in the bank statement. We have to match the entry first. So this represent, as I mentioned to you, this will represent the inflow. Okay, this represent the inflow or the debit side of the bank, the cash book, sorry, while the cash payment refer to the outflow, which represent by the credit side of the cash book. Okay, so we are going to mesh this cash receipt journal with the transaction in the bank statement. So the transaction in the bank statement that we are referring to is the credit side, right? So the first thing is we are going to match for the balance. Unfortunately, okay, the opening balance in the cash book is not the same because the cash book said the opening balance should be on the credit side. Credit side meaning it should be on the okay, it should be as follows. Let me show you. Okay, if we open the T account, okay, in the cash book, the balance appear on the credit side. Okay, the balance appeared on the credit side, 23,000, which actually is not the case. Okay, sorry, is not the case because the balance should be on debit side. Because in additional information number 1, it says that the opening balance of the cash book should be recorded as debit balance. So this amount has been wrongly recorded. It should be recorded on the debit side. Okay, never mind. Even though the business account clerk had wrongly recorded it as credit balance, never mind, we are going to adjust it later on. Okay, first of all, let us match the item first. Okay, what do we have? On the debit side of cash book, we have transaction on perniagaan gula kapas 200. This is the amount that deposited from the business. Okay, so let us check whether it has the same one. Okay. Okay, those that not the same will be highlighted. So I'm going to highlight this first. Right, next I continue. Okay, 200. Okay, we have 200. Next, 500. Okay, 200. 500, yes. 500. 250. 15 of October. Nope, you don't have. Okay, next is 18 October. 850. Oh, not the same, not the same. Okay, let me wrap this. I know bakery 480. No, no, we don't have. Okay, next is 650 sales on 23rd. Okay, yes, we have 650. Oh no. Again, no, there is no entry in the bank statement. Cash 1,055 on 26. Okay, yes, we have 1,055. And lastly, sales 505. Okay, no, we don't have either. Okay, so we are going to highlight those items that recorded in the cash book but not recorded in the bank statement. However, we have to look careful whether there is also error or not. Okay, based on the additional information. Okay, number 2. Okay, we have check deposited on 15 October 2021 had been wrongly debited by the bank. So who made the mistake? The mistake made by bank. So error by bank. Okay, meaning to say that the check deposit on 15 October just now is appeared. Okay, on this one, 15 October is appeared. Okay, in both, but it seems that the bank had made an error. So there's an error here made by the bank where the amount has been debited. It should be recorded here. It should be recorded here because the amount is deposited. As you can see in the cash book, we record it in the receipt section. So it should be debited in the cash book and credited in the bank statement. However, the bank has made an error on this. Okay, right? Next, we have deposit from Ahdan Ainul. Okay, let us check. Is there any errors regarding this one? Okay, number 3, the bank had also wrongly recorded the check receipt from Ahdan Bakery and Ainul Bakery on 18 October 2021 and 20th October 2021 respectively. The correct amount was shown in the cash book. Okay, so these two has been recorded by both cash book and the bank. However, the error has been made by the bank. So let us look transaction on 18 and 20th. So we have another error here. Okay, so this is error made by the bank. So the amount, the correct amount is what being recorded by the cash book. So this will be the correct amount. Okay, later on we will adjust for the error in the bank reconciliation statement because the error is made by the bank. Again, this is error made by the bank. So both 1 and 2 will be recorded in the bank reconciliation statement because this is the error made by the bank. Okay, whereas number 1 is error made by the business bookkeeper, so it will be recorded in the adjusted cash book. Okay, right, we have not finished yet. Okay, so let us highlight those items that appeared in the cash book but not appeared in the bank statement. So I'm going to use green color. So we have two items here. The 23rd October and the 30th October. So remember, these are called as uncredited check. So this item is called as uncredited check. Okay, now let us match the item in the credit side of cash book and the item in debit side of the bank statement. Okay, first we have Suri Bakers, 1,350. Okay, yes, we have. Next check is 1452, 2,000. Okay, yes, we have the records. Next, utility bills, 1053, amounted 200. Okay, yes, we have the item. Next, sugar dessert, 1054, 100. No, we don't have any. Okay, next is perniagaan buku pandan, 1055, 220. No, okay, we don't have. Okay, next is purchases, 1056, 500 on 28th of October. So let me check. Okay, yes, we have. Right. So there are two items appeared in the cash book but not appeared in the bank statement. Is there any errors regarding this check? Okay, as you can see, we have identified all the information in the additional information. So these two check has no error, but this will represent as the unpresented check. Okay, so this will be presented as, recognized as unpresented check. And this will be adjusted in the bank reconciliation statement. So this is called unpresented check. Okay. Okay, now let us look at the items recorded in the bank statement but not appeared in the cash book. I'm going to use different color here. Okay, let's look on the credit side first. Okay, so we have 1 interest received and 2 credit transfer. On the debit side of the bank statement, we have 1 item check return, standing order, direct debit, and bank charges. Okay, so those highlighted in blue color are the items recorded in the bank statement but not recorded in the cash book. So we shall adjust this item in the adjusted cash book. So now let us prepare the adjusted cash book. Okay, remember the adjusted cash book. First, we are going to record items recorded in the bank statement but not recorded in the cash book. Okay, so we will start with the balance. Okay, so how to find the balance? Okay, this is the working that I have prepared just now. Since we don't have cash book, so we have to work out the balance by ourselves. If you remember, okay, this is the balance, okay, that I have worked out just now. The opening balance will be 22,880. All right, so we will start with this balance, 22,880 on the credit side. And then remember, okay, the last time we have been informed that, okay, the balance, the opening balance, okay, this is the original cash book. On the credit side, 23,000. But this is wrong. The amount should be recorded in the debit side as 23,000. Okay, so the balance should be here. This is the correct balance, not this one. This is wrong. So how to cancel off this 23,000 from credit to debit side? So to create the balance on the debit side, you have to cancel off the error by 46,000. So this is how you will record, because okay, the first one is to cancel the error, So this 20,000 will become zero, right? Okay, but this is just to cancel each other. So to appear the balance as 23,000 in debit side, okay, you will add another 23,000. Because the first 23,000 is just to cancel the error. Okay, to ensure that the 23,000 will be zero on the credit side. Okay, how to bring the 23,000 to the debit side? So you have to add another 23,000. That is why, okay, the item for error here is 46,000, not 23,000. Because the first 23 is just to cancel the error, and another additional 23 is to create the debit balance. So this will be the debit balance. Right? Okay, next is remember to record the items that not recorded in the cash book but already recorded in the bank statement. So we start with the debit side of the cash book. Debit side meaning the inflow of cash. So we have two items, interest received and credit transfer. Okay, so interest received and credit transfer. While the credit side of the adjusted cash book is referring to the outflow of cash, so the outflow will be on the debit side of the bank statement. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 items. Checks returned or the discounted check, okay, and then followed by the standing order, direct debit, and bank charges. So at the end, okay, we will find out that the adjusted cash book balance will be 23,220. Okay, so the adjusted balance in the the updated balance for the adjusted cash book will be 23,220. So we will use this adjusted cash book balance as our starting in the bank reconciliation statement. All right, next, okay, so we have adjust for all these items. Next is to adjust the items recorded in the cash book but not recorded in the bank statement. So we start with the debit side of the cash book, that is the uncredited check. This uncredited check will be minus from the bank in the bank reconciliation statement. And next, in the credit side of the cash book, okay, the items appeared here is recalled as unpresented check. So unpresented check will be added up. Okay, so let us prepare the bank reconciliation statement. First, add the unpresented check. Okay, we have check from Sugar Dessert Trading and Perniagaan Buko Pandan, and minus the uncredited check. Okay, we have two checks here. Sales on 23rd and sales on 30th, 650 and 505 ringgit. Okay, we are done with this. Next is to cater for error. Okay, we have cater error number 1. We already adjust in the cash book. Now we have to adjust the error made by the bank in the bank reconciliation statement. So we have number 1, the first error, check deposit on 15 October had been wrongly debited by the bank. So this is the error made by the bank, where the bank has debit the amount. This amount should be recorded in the credit side. Okay, since the error made by the bank, so we are going to record in the bank reconciliation statement and we have to follow the error. So how to follow? Okay, previously we have add up this 250 in our cash book, right? This one. Okay, we have add up this one in the cash book. We have to add. Now we are going to minus it because we have to follow the bank error. So in the bank reconciliation statement, we will minus the item as follow. Okay, so this is the adjustment for the error. Remember the item, okay, assuming this is our cash book, we have record, okay, the inflow 250 on debit side, but now it should be appear on this side, because we have to follow the bank error. The bank error shown that the amount should be debited or minus. Okay, so how to record this as an outflow? First, you have to cancel the amount first, and next is to create the transaction on the credit side. So you have add another 250 to create the transaction of outflow of cash. That is why you have to record the error as 500. The first 250 is to cancel the original one, and the next 250 is to create the outflow transaction. So 500. Okay, next is to record the error made by the bank on the transaction of cash received from Afdan Bakery and Ainul Bakery. So if you look at this bank statement, the amount for Afdan is 850. Okay, but the bank only recognized 350. So we have to follow the error made by the bank. So we have to minus for the difference. Okay, because we have to follow what the bank do. Bank only credit by 350, meaning the bank only recognize the amount deposited by 350 instead of 850. Okay, even though we are correct, but we have to follow the bank, so we have to minus the extra, the different. As for the Ainul Bakery, okay, the correct amount should be 480, but okay, the bank had record as 750. Sorry, 780. So what you need to do, you need to follow the error made by the bank. So you have to add the difference. You have to add more to follow the error made by the bank. So from 480, we have to add another 300 to become 780. And as for Ahdan, from 850 just now, okay, we have to minus another 300 to become 350. So this is how we prepare for the answer. Okay. The first one is error. This is referring to Ainul Bakery. Okay, Ainul Bakery. And this is referring to the Afdan Bakery. Okay. Right. Okay. Afdan from 850 become 350. So you have to minus. Yeah, you have to minus. Okay, so the minus 500, while Ainul from 780 become 400 and from 840 become 780. Okay, so you have to add. So this is how you record the error made by the bank. Since the error made by the bank, you have to adjust the error in the bank reconciliation statement. And after you have adjust for all the items, you will find that the closing balance as per bank statement, 21,685. This is the same amount appeared in the bank statement. Okay, that's all for the tutorial of this question. If you have any question, you may contact me as soon as possible.